So, ever since I have received the information of a manifesting generator, split defined, think 5, ego, root, maybe? I'm not sure if it was 4 or 5 centers defined. Anyways, they told me. He told me. I hope he's fine wherever he is. He told me that I need an ego boyfriend. And in all honesty, I have made lots of monies. I'm not speaking of 6 figures, I'm speaking of slow, progressive, continuous and growing money. So say solid 5 figures ongoing to 50, 60, 70, right? Per year. Now that might not sound like much money because life costs a lot. Yet, what it does or is, for sure, is a... Huh? Alles gut? Huh. Sorry on it. And she does it anyway. Well, that's whatever. So, they told me I need an ego definition person around. And it's simply not true. To make money. It's simply not true. I have gotten money from ego people. I have been working when there was no egos, even in communion when there was a wide open ego or undefined ego. I have been consulting with people who have undefined ego but a gate. I have been connecting with people who have ego definition with me. And what I'm trying to bring across here is when the authority says yes, there is recognition on the other end, there is opportunity for your third lines, for your wisdom of life. Luna, komm! Puppies! Hey! Passt schon, geht schon! Alles gut! Alles gut! Passt nicht! Ha! So, third lines, trial and error, money making, solid providing of this, that, the other information of your body, for your aura, right? Hey, Lassie, love you. So yeah. I'm just trying to point out that there is safety and providedness for your life, for yourself. Once you understand to let life be, to not expect anything of anything, from anyone, from anything, and follow your strategy and authority, because the body will always try to live unless it's time for it to die. Then it doesn't even try anymore, right? It's like when the liver dies or some such, right? Now the water is getting higher. Lass was los? Huh? Stecken spielen. Was doch. Was lassen. So yeah, as always, there is nuances to everything. Shit, my pants is getting wet. Weather is higher than usual. It was raining the other days. We can say that, experience that. Well, anyways, I don't know what you saw because I got the blinding screen, which is nice. And yeah. Hier is Nazi-Batzi. Wir kuscheln uns. You do? Gehen wir davon schön sicher. Bisschen warten. Hier, schau, look at her. She's coming. Hi, baby. Hi, Lady Bear. You. Hi. Hi. Du bist. Huh? Yeah. So, as she came to me, I was either thinking it or she was already transcribing what's the thing? Oh my god, telecommunication, fucking hell. Yeah, telepathic communication, thank you. It's orally telepathically sending me neutrinos information that it's important to have people around that like you. Because if you don't know how to like yourself, or you don't know who you are yet, or what your true frequency looks like, and you have never had the chance to try, I'm saying this from Luna because, yes, there needs to be some type of recognition, providing tribe, collective, individual moment, whatever, to grasp it, to grasp the energy of you that makes money, that receives money, that provides openness for money. And yeah, there's just, I mean, nothing left to say. Because once you've understood what it is, how it looks, what your profile looks like making money, how you commune with the beings in your life and what they need and what you need and how much that energy is like, and you are ready to expand that within your aura, within the city and landscape of your life, inside of your heart space, aura, inner vision space. I'm talking about inner vision because some people, they look outside and they see all this and they know it's in here too. And some people need to close their eyes and see it, and perfect, you know. I don't know this stone situation here by heart. I was just closing my eyes and kind of going like it. And as we see, I got 6 lines. My trajectory is from master to novice, which is, hey, Luna, stop it! Nein, Luna. Luna! Hör auf! Hier! Luna! Wait. I am of mad experience. Wonderful. What a statement for the ego mind, oh my god. Nah, that's not true, and so on and so forth. Yeah, let it through. Fucking let it through, I said it. I am of mad experience. And I kid you not. If you have light, if you have undefinition and you've got it down, if you just let it be as it's designed to be. If you learn from your not self and so on and so forth. experience. I am of mad experience. Fucking hell. Mad. So, the teaching of today's, the learning of today's, the recognition of today's, and the passing it to you of today's. If you have lightness and shine and signature in your aura, and the people, dogs, plants around you amplify that with their openness. It's basically a neutrino immersion and transmission. An immersion like Marianne Weininger does. Oh my god. What a plot. What a joke! Fuck! Ah! My god. I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna cry. So the story of today is, for years I've told the dog to do this instead of that, to do this instead of that, to apply it, to follow it, and recently she did it. Now, just about today, my wave has fallen so far, and through the correctness of such a kind person, the fisherman, I don't know if I've ever told the story on video. I believe there was a written post that I've shared, who said that it's not allowed, that he didn't see this moment now, and it's not allowed to have dogs running around without the leash. And of course, why did he act like that? Because the dog was hunting a duck. Now, why was she hunting a duck? Because she's a fucking idiot. And we had a, I don't know, 45-minute talk of me repeating the same thing over and over and over and over and over, which has been repeated by many people over and over and over and over and over to her. Now she learned, and there was a specific neutrino freedom, and there will be more learnings yet. All the fake responsibility she's tried to apply, all the fake guarding she's tried to apply, all the fake identified anger she's tried to run away from, essentially, and be a surprised dog full of surprise. Today I put her right into her place. It was exhausting. I'm fucking terrified how identified a dog can be. And I told her there's forgiveness, there's no blame, there's just consequences that we have to apply. So, again, I told her the story of collective beings. Again, and again and again and again, and fucking again. And it was so hard. Was. You because it's not so simple to transmit as a generator to a reflector. Because she tried to be active or distracted or whatever, and I go, no, we are here now. This is important. And yeah, it's a shattering in and of itself to realize that immediately she went into problem solving mode, like, yeah, I'm gonna be cute and this and that and the other thing. No, these are rules, dog. Luna, fucking hell. And this time it's over. I told her this is the last resort. I have shared it with my father, who said everybody can go shit, and said the dog has to follow. And I said, yeah, I told her that. And repeated it and repeated it and repeated it. Because what else is there? Other than the teaching to be repeated, so that it can come to fruition. And this was just planting the seed in a way. So the tree has to grow. So eventually there might be apples. Next year, hopefully. Now I'm astounded by what space this dog has held for other beings. Because, damn. I told her she's good and that I love her, that I'm proud of her, because she's come a long way. Yeah. Of disappointment, because obviously there was lots of walking into disappointment and having to drag her out without walking, without leaving the position. It was just the aura, right? To bring the teaching across, and it's, man, I'm so proud of myself indeed too, as well. Fucking exhausting. And indeed, we both, well, I hope that nowadays she understands a lot why I struggle to apply the things, because it's over and over and it has to come from the inside out, which is fine. And I believe that she's really glad that finally somebody has in fact told her in a way that she understood. Just, oh my god. She had too far. It's fucking fine. Be a messenger. And I even told her, and we sat on the street and there was nobody. There was nobody. At least, not that I know, not that I've seen us being seen. were bypassing dogs, who I told her are friends who have information as well. And that we have to work this out in our own way. Because everybody has to work it out in their own way. And if there is unpractical tells of appliance, then she has to move on, understand that it's impractical, and that there has to be another information of solution, because there always is. Now it might not be any fixed way. There might not be any fixed way or certainty, which is what she tried to look like or for. And every time I was kind of like, what is she trying to be certain for? Nothing. There is not a single experience that can be certain before. I never told her that. I believe that she's very clear about that. Now, I believe that she understood that. Just it's so. I spoke many times to her consciousness. That I know she has consciousness and I know that she's listening. And I am wanting from her to apply that. And so we sat on a different spot for another, I have no clue, again, 10-15 minutes. And then at home, after I brought the bad news, all over the place. So yeah. Things, blah blah, situations, blah blah, mind, blah blah. It's so fucking exhausting. So maybe remember that you cannot give anybody anything, you just better not. Because otherwise you're gonna try. Maybe one time it sticks and then the next it's gone again. And you might not even know. So. Now there is trajectory, so there was no way around it. We'll see what comes. So yeah, bye for now. And I've held a lot of prominence to her, to the fact that we don't run away when it's uncomfortable. Especially if it's important that it's uncomfortable. If it's something we learn. Because she's a reflector, she's splendidly undefined. So, yeah. If it's a healthy discomfort, then we stay. We don't run away from our learning. We don't run away from our wisdom, and that counts as much for any defined being as much as it counts for any undefined being. Now, undefined beings have kind of the luck to, okay, you know what, I'll meet this on another time. And defined beings cannot really run away from the access to the consciousness. Though in both cases it would be the mind if it happened. So yeah, just some food for thought. Which obviously is... My mind hates this sentence actually. It's like, who is gonna think about that? I hope nobody is thinking about that, and just coming to clear terms that if you let your mind rule, regardless of what being you are, what aura you have been defined with or undefined with, it'll always be either correctness that rules your life or not. And if it's not, what are you learning from that? I'm so exhausted, it's incredible. Establishing rules is something so completely necessary. Establishing real rules of education, wisdom, and truth is something so exhausting. The mind likes to go on rampages in all kinds of ways. It's so exhausting. Goodbye.